My friend, life will always bring us moments of hurt. People will disappoint us, betray our trust, or fail to meet the expectations we placed on them. When this happens, the pain can feel like a weight on your heart. But there's a question we all face in such moments: should I forgive? And if I do, can I trust again? Today, I want to share a lesson that life has taught me, one that has helped me heal without losing myself. Be good enough to forgive, but don't be foolish enough to trust blindly again. Forgiveness, my friend, is not about the other person. It's about you. When someone wrongs us, anger and resentment build walls in our hearts. These emotions may feel justified, but they trap us in a prison of pain. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to freedom. It says, I release you, and I release myself from this burden. It doesn't mean forgetting the hurt or excusing the behavior. It means choosing peace over pain, growth over grudges. Years ago, I trusted someone deeply, a friend I thought of as family. But one day, I discovered they had betrayed my trust, using my vulnerability for their gain. The betrayal cut deep, and for weeks, I carried that anger like a heavy stone. One evening, as I sat in silence, my teacher approached and said, "Do you know who suffers most from your anger?" I looked at him, puzzled. He smiled gently and said, "Not them. You." That moment changed me. I realized that holding on to resentment was like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. I chose to forgive, not for them, but for me. But forgiveness and trust are not the same. Forgiveness is given, trust is earned. When someone shows you their true colors, believe them. Forgiving them does not erase their actions or guarantee they have changed. Trust is fragile, and once broken, it takes time, effort, and consistent honesty to rebuild. It's like a shattered vase. You can mend it, but the cracks remain. And sometimes, it's better to leave it as a lesson rather than trying to restore what no longer serves you. How to forgive without losing yourself. The first step is to face your feelings. Denying the hurt only buries it deeper. Allow yourself to feel the anger, the sadness, or the disappointment. Healing begins with honesty. Remember, people are imperfect. Their actions may reflect their flaws, fears, or insecurities, not your worth. This perspective can make it easier to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't mean granting the person the same place in your life. Boundaries protect your peace and remind others that trust must be earned, not assumed. Write a letter you'll never send. Talk to someone you trust. Meditate. Whatever you choose, let the pain out so it doesn't stay trapped inside you. Let me share another story. In our village, there was a farmer who owned a well. One day, his neighbor borrowed the well but never returned it, claiming it as his own. The farmer was furious and sought advice from a wise elder. The elder said, "Let him have the well, but take the water." The farmer didn't understand at first. But soon he realized, the well symbolized the conflict, and the water represented peace. By letting go of the well, the source of dispute, he kept the water of his soul pure. My friend, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. But trusting again is a gift the other person must earn. Forgive to free your heart, but set boundaries to protect it. Life is too short to carry the weight of resentment or to repeatedly let others harm you. Your peace, your happiness, and your well-being are worth more than any relationship that drains them. So, I ask you, who in your life do you need to forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you do? And where in your life do you need to set boundaries to protect your heart? Remember, forgiveness is strength, not weakness. But trusting wisely is wisdom. Be good enough to forgive, but don't be foolish enough to let history repeat itself. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who might need a little guidance. And if you'd like to continue walking this path of self-reflection and growth, subscribe to this channel. Together, we can build a life of peace, purpose, and wisdom. Until we meet again, may your heart be light, your mind be clear, and your soul be free.